Welcome to my channel. Today we learn English with a powerful story. Some moments do not arrive loudly. They do not knock. They do not demand attention. They appear quietly, stay briefly, and disappear forever. This story begins in that quiet space, where seconds seem harmless, where delay feels safe, and where one small choice silently decides what will never return. Nothing looks urgent at first. That is why most people miss it. Time moves forward with perfect patience. It never rushes. It never waits. It never explains itself. While people talk, plan, and hesitate, time simply continues. Every second is used or lost, whether anyone notices or not. The world feels stable because time never reacts emotionally. It does not punish loudly. It does not reward instantly. It only records. Moments exist everywhere, hidden inside ordinary life. They appear in routine, in repetition, in familiar patterns. A moment to focus more deeply, a moment to prepare earlier, a moment to act instead of waiting. These moments never feel special. They feel replaceable. That illusion is what makes them dangerous. Most people believe moments return. They believe chances repeat. They believe if something is missed today, it will come again tomorrow in the same form. This belief feels logical because nothing breaks immediately. Life continues smoothly. The delay feels free. But time never offers anything for free. Each moment carries an invisible limit. When that limit passes, the moment does not come back stronger. It comes back heavier. What once required effort now requires discipline. What once required discipline now requires sacrifice. Waiting increases the cost, quietly and consistently. Time does not warn when the price changes. At first, delay feels harmless. Comfort increases, pressure decreases, responsibility can be postponed. Nothing collapses. That is why delay spreads easily. It disguises itself as safety. It pretends to protect energy. It promises readiness later. But later is never guaranteed. As moments pass unused, something subtle changes. Progress slows. Motivation weakens. Focus becomes harder to maintain. The future begins to feel distant, not because of failure, but because of hesitation. People sense something is wrong, but they cannot name it. Regret does not arrive dramatically. It arrives softly. A quiet pressure. A thought that appears at night. A feeling that something important was missed. Regret does not shout. It waits. And because it waits, it grows. Time continues. Opportunities still exist, but they no longer feel light. They demand more effort now, more energy, more courage. The same action feels harder than it once did, not impossible, just heavier. This is not punishment, it is consequence. Every moment ignored reshapes the future. Options narrow, paths become fewer, flexibility disappears. The world does not collapse. Life continues normally. That normality hides the loss. People begin to work harder, but results feel smaller. They try more, but progress feels slower. Confusion grows. They search for answers in systems, habits, and circumstances. Rarely do they look at timing. Timing decides more than effort. The easiest moment to act is always earlier than expected. The hardest moment is always later than planned. Time never explains this rule. It expects understanding through experience. Silence replaces urgency. Routine replaces awareness. Comfort replaces growth. Everything feels familiar, yet something essential is missing. Possibility, the sense that many futures are still open. Time has already answered the delays. Moments do not disappear suddenly. They fade. They lose power. They shrink. By the time people notice, the moment is already weak. Starting feels exhausting. Change feels risky. Movement feels heavy. The belief in second chances becomes stronger when the first chance is already gone. People assume another opening will appear, but time does not repeat itself. It only continues forward, carrying consequences with it. A second chance is not promised. It is created by action taken before hesitation ends the first one. The world never announces when a moment is final. There is no countdown, no last warning, no closing message. The moment simply leaves, and reality adjusts around its absence. Time does not care about intentions. It does not care about plans. It responds only to movement. Every second used creates momentum. Every second wasted creates resistance. Eventually, awareness arrives, not suddenly, slowly. A realization that some doors no longer exist. Some beginnings are no longer available, not because of bad luck, not because of unfairness, because the moment passed. Life still moves forward. That is the hardest truth. Nothing stops. Nothing resets. The sun still rises. The days still pass. Everything looks normal on the surface. But beneath that surface, something is gone. The ease of beginning. The freedom of choice. The power of early action. Time never took them away. Delay did. Even now, seconds continue to pass. Quiet, neutral, unstoppable, offering new moments to those who notice, demanding presence from those who understand, ignoring excuses completely. This story does not end in the future. It ends here, in this second, because this moment will never come again.